The Nagasena Bhikshu Sutra. 3. Nagasena's wit in answering questions. "Revered sir, I have a question to ask you," said the king. "Please ask it, sire," said Nagasena. "I have asked it already, your reverence." "I have already answered it." "What was your answer?" "O king, what was your question?" "I have asked nothing." I made no reply. Then the king thought to himself, "This Shramana is of great wisdom and intelligence. I have just started and have a number of points on which to question him." Again the king thought to himself, "However, the sun will soon set. It would be better to carry on the discussion tomorrow. I shall invite Nagasena to the palace in order to have a thorough discussion." Then the king told Devamantiya to tell Nagasena that the sun is setting and the king would like to invite him to come to his palace tomorrow and have a good discussion. Devamantiya told Nagasena accordingly, "It is time for the king to go back to the palace, and the king wants to invite your reverence, Nagasena, to the palace tomorrow." Nagasena said, "Very good." And so saying, the king mounted his horse and returned to the palace. Whilst riding home, he muttered, "Nagasena, Nagasena." Thus he had Nagasena in his mind until the next morning. The next day, Devamantiya and other ministers asked the king, "Should we invite his reverence Nagasena to come today?" "Yes, invite him," said the king. Then Devamantiya asked, "How many Shramanas should we invite Nagasena to bring along with him?" "As many Shramanas as he likes," replied the king. The treasurer of the king, named Sabadina, said, "Invite him to bring 10 Shramanas." But the king repeated, "Let him come with as many as he likes." Sabadina said once again, "Let him come with 10 Shramanas." The king repeated, "Let him come with as many as he likes." But Sabadina also repeated again, "Let him come with 10 Shramanas." When the king heard Sabadina's words for the 3rd time, the king scolded him severely with anger and said, "You are really stingy. Your name is Sabadina, literally stingy, and it is not appropriate. If you begrudge the imperial goods, how much more would you value your own goods? Is it not known to you that anyone who is against my wish will be punished or even killed?" The king said, "But I pity you and remit your punishment. Do you suppose that I am not capable of feeding so many Shramana?" Then Sabadina was ashamed and dared not speak another word. Devamantiya and Mankura went to Nagasena's place, worshipped him, and said, "The king invites revered Nagasena to come to the palace." "How many Shramanas does the king allow me to bring along?" asked Nagasena. "With as many Shramanas as you like," said Devamantiya. Then Nagasena went with Ayupala and other Shramanas, about 80 in number. Devamantiya and Mankura all went together to accompany Nagasena.